this thing on? Hello?
Hello.
Hello? Can the people hear us?
I would hope so.
Are we back?
I'm black. You're black. I think we're both black.
We're black. We're niggas. Welcome back to the Wrasslin room. I don't know if I know how to do this anymore. I am Braun Breaker Spear, and I have my lovely co-host with me today.
I am Kobe Kingston's left boot.
Why the left one?
I don't know. I feel like that's the one he does the Trouble in Paradise with. So I'm gonna just hope I'm right. If not, tough. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. Well, here we are at the Wrasslin room. We're here. I'm the only queer one here, so. So yeah.
Yeah.
Let's do this. I had to make sure my mic was okay because that shit sounded like it was picking up my fan, and I don't like that. The audience does not need to know that your girl is having hot flashes and at her desk. Well, they know now, but that's not the point.
Are you old friends?
No, I'm old.
Oh, okay. All right.
Well, a lot of things have happened in the wrestling world since the last time we sat down and did this podcast. Rikishi wants to fight Vince Russo. PWI dropped their women's 250 list, and the top 10 is pretty interesting. Chris Jericho addresses a potential WWE run. I have a rant about tribalism later on in the show, and also a rant about women on TikTok who engagement farm for followers and then don't follow people back. But
Damn.
Yeah, right. Did we talk about Russell?
I don't know if anyone talked about WrestleDream. I'm sorry, that I was uncalled for. I didn't say that. Yeah, I did, but that was uncalled for. Mad people talked about WrestleDream. I was just furious at the end. AEW gets no conversation from me right now after the shit they've been doing since WrestleDream. We can talk about after WrestleDream because after WrestleDream, everything just died. So I mean, hey.
I just understand those spots. I want to understand if Brian is pitching for himself to like die.
He did. It's over now.
I just be wanting to know, like, bro, what's up with you?
When Brian died, the entire creativity of the company died with it. That's why Brian has been off TV and the company has fallen into a pit that they may never get out of.
Tell us how you really feel.
No, I do this every week, but now it's like the most dire it's been like ever because the shows are getting progressively worse, and the last Dynamite that was filmed was horrendous, and they have no direction, little to no creativity, and
Mercedes still hasn't fucking defended that belt in Japan.
Oh, and the little bit of story that they do have, I don't trust them all the way because it's cool now. It gets them to next week, I think, but Tony Khan doesn't like booking for next week. He likes booking just night to night. So yeah.
They're gonna have ramp seats at Full Gear for $315.75.
If you think for a second, I'm spending my time going to Full Gear. At this point, I wanted to go to Full Gear before. I ain't going to Full Gear now.
Or you can have hard cam seats for $447.50.
So I can sit there and watch freaking, I don't know, freaking Orange Cassidy beat Moxie or fight Moxie for the world. I don't want to see that.
You don't want to sit behind commentary for $446?
No. Oh. I despise the commentary table. Absolutely not. AEW's commentary, it might be the worst in the game. I ain't gonna cap to you.
Yeah. Taz, please come back to WWE. I'd appreciate it.
Or just get rid of what's his name with the mask? I forget his name.
Excalibur?
Yes, he is horrendous. Can we get rid of him, please? Or just put him and Joe Tessitore on freaking
Joe catching a stray. He's been doing good on Raw.
He's not a bad commentator. He just sounds like this. All right, guys, welcome to
Because he's used to
Monday Night
doing
Raw.
it's CNN, ESPN stuff. They sound different over there.
Well, he's not on ESPN anymore, so it's time for him to adapt to the show that he's on. Why is he not adapting after all the time? And the thing is, it's not even like he's a bad commentator. It's just about his tone of voice. He has to seem like he likes being there. I feel like he's like, it's like a chore.
I just want him to stop reading off the paper on TV. Like, we can see you.
Hey, you can read. That's cool. Reading is fundamental. I'm just saying, hey, act like you want to be here. You know what I'm saying? So it's just it's a whole bunch of goofiness, man. It's a whole bunch of goofiness.
Because AEW's website is extremely chaotic, I am looking for the WrestleDream results, and you know what it shows me instead? All out.
What is it?
And the results on here has not been updated since Grand Slam. So those job openings that y'all have that I keep applying for, just go ahead and just give me the job, because clearly y'all need help. Because there's no reason why there's no results for your last pay-per-view on here. Grand Slam is the last thing that was posted on here.
Have you ever had a job in the WWE before?
No.
Then they're not going to.
Oh, damn! Fuck you.
That's what it is. I'm sorry. You have no use for them. Unless you can like do a hidden blade really, really well, there's no use. They have no use for you.
I understand why Mercedes was on the poster for a show she wasn't at.
Because that's it. Like because reasons that they will no longer explain, because AEW has logic gaps that I haven't seen in a wrestling company since 2018 Monday Night Raw. But Tony Khan does not have the freaking assets to freaking stay and like recover the way Monday Night Raw did. AEW does not have that. I don't care about a TV deal or not. People will give up on AEW before they give up on Monday Night Raw, and that's been proven, because everyone who left Monday Night Raw and stopped watching in that 2017, 2018 era came back when the boom period started, which is what we're in now. So, and people are lying on my glorious TNA, and I will not have it.
That later on in the show, but as of right now, we're going to I found the result. I have to Google them since it's not a direct link on their website, which is fucking ridiculous. It says contain spoilers.
Yes.
All right.
Indeed.
So, don't care about the 0 hour at all. Let's bring me to. What are you talking about? Why do you have to have an 8-man tag on every fucking 0 hour? Like, what's wrong with you?
Because he's booking for the sickos. You're not a sicko?
Did I work that Saturday? Because no, I didn't work that Saturday. I actually missed the beginning of WrestleDream and didn't realize that Willow and Mariah were at the beginning of the card. And when I finally did tune in, I was very angry that I missed that match. I think I did work that day. I'm not sure.
I'm like 99% sure you did.
Adam Page versus Switchblade. Mariah May versus Willow Nightingale. Jack Perry versus Shibata. Which I believe that's the match I opened it up to. So I had only missed 2 matches at that point. Jesus Christ. Ospreay, Ricochet, and how do you say his name? Is it Takeshita?
Takeshita.
Okay.
Takeshita, yeah.
And Takeshita won that. Jack Perry also retained. Mariah May. Awkward I think I've ever seen in my life was Swerve, Nana, MVP, and Shelton. That was awkward.
You didn't like it?
No,
Why?
it was awkward. It was awkward. And the reason why I say it was awkward is because people are trying to recruit you, right?
Yes.
You call out while your current manager is standing right there. All right, cool. Then you proceed to name all the pros and cons of your name all the team. Get in their faces and be like, I'm not leaving my nigga. So what the fuck was the point in calling out? So Shelton yet.
That's tomorrow.
What the fuck?
Yeah, they're
That's
currently
gonna
tomorrow.
happen the next week instead of Shelton facing Rio.
I don't see that necessarily. I don't think that's true necessarily. I mean, I understand
Because
why you
who
say it like
wins?
that.
Who wins? Hmm,
Shit, nobody.
okay.
Unless they just want, unless they're just trying to build the case for Swerve having to need MVP, then Swerve would have to lose. And Sean Benjamin has been looking great on television anyway. So I mean, he's damn near the best part of AEW at the current moment, surprisingly enough. So I mean, hey,
Said, I think we recorded that day. I believe we recorded that day because you continuously said on the podcast that Bobby was debuting. And yes, we recorded that day, the day of WrestleDream. And then when we were done, you went to work. So yeah, we 100% recorded that day because you were like, "Oh, Bob's gonna debut. Bob's gonna debut," and then there was no Bobby Lashley. Bobby Lashley is currently being a food critic, going around the world eating burgers. So
Tony Khan, you made me look like a fool, and I'll never forgive you. You know that.
you're dead serious, dude.
I believed it for a second, you know, but I mean, hey, now I don't know. I missed a shot on that one. I was hashtag wrong, cuz.
Rampage stars, hologram, uh, the other guy.
Oh no,
That was a really good match.
they're on Dynamite.
Yeah.
Mm.
Well, this is their first time like on a AEW pay per view, so I was just like, oh, y'all want to keep them niggas on Fridays and Saturdays, I guess.
Those are the dudes that making sure that Ricochet is not special in AEW anymore.
They flip.
Better than him, arguably, but you know.
This Brody King, that match, I watched that match through my fingers. Anything that Darby Allin does, I watch through my fingers because I don't understand why they have to continuously go to the extreme. Also, AEW. I'm not even trying to be funny. Why do y'all have commentary notes on y'all like result page? Like there's like literal quotes from commentary. I can quote Tony Schiavone
That's
right now.
interesting.
Like I really can.
I don't know how I feel about that. That's interesting.
Um, AEW World Tag Team Championship match. The Young Bucks versus Private Party. And of course, Private Party loses because the EVPs refuse to put anyone over and they're actually burying the tag team title.
Well, they have a chance to recover this. Do I? I mean, if Private Party lose this one, then they have to break up, and it's like, all right.
Tonight? I mean, tomorrow?
No, I don't think it's. I think it's at the next pay per view. I think it's at Full Gear. I think.
Full gear?
I believe so. I'm not sure. I don't think it's on Dynamite.
I made myself a pumpkin spice latte.
What?
Frappuccino, I'm sorry. It's not a latte.
You just threw that at me out of nowhere. It threw me
Because
off.
while you were talking, I was drinking, and I was like, I wonder if they can hear me sipping on the mic.
Oh, I didn't realize.
No, you couldn't hear it, but I'm sure OBS picked it up.
Oh,
Yeah. I- To even talk about this particular match, knowing that it happened and then another one happened and then the result to that one pisses me off. What?
we have some breaking news.
What are you talking about?
Oh God, Vince McMahon is launching a new entertainment company. Several WWE alumni are already working on projects. All right.
Is it grab her by the pussy wrestling?
I would hope not,
Oh.
but I don't know what. Oh, here. Ain't no way, bro.
Oh, whoa, I see this.
Yeah.
Oh.
Okay. All right. This never ends.
There's this free article that PW Insider has put out. Um, uh, let's open the actual tweet then.
This nightmare never ends. It just keeps getting worse. You know.
This disable my ad block? Are you kidding?
They with you with mad pop-ups.
That they use is disgusting. But I will
Oh,
proceed to do the thing where I read things directly off of my mobile device. I don't think anyone should want to work for this man. I understand that like some people like his writing better than Trips, but yeah. Multiple sources with knowledge of the situation have confirmed that McMahon has been in the process of setting up what has been described as a new entertainment hub company that would financially back, develop, and produce film and television products. The belief amongst those we've spoken with is that there are no plans for this company to launch anything similar to WWE, and they would instead focus on fiction and nonfiction products. PWInsider.com is also told that several WWE alumni are already working with McMahon to get the company prepped with the idea of officially unveiling it if/once his legal issues are resolved. Brad Blum, WWE's former COO, has long been he has long been a McMahon loyalist and is confirmed to be working on the project. Blum was McMahon's COS when he reigned supreme in the company and first joined WWE back in 2006 before taking a greater responsibility in 2020. Blum had originally departed WWE after Vince McMahon's first retirement in the wake of the Wall Street Journal articles that later led to the Janelle Grant lawsuit being filed. When McMahon returned to sell WWE to Endeavor, Blum quickly followed. After McMahon's second exit, Blum remained for a few months before resigning in May. At the time his exit led to a lot of eyebrows raising as it was assumed that he was leaving to work for McMahon in some capacity. We are also told that Christian Prody, who was WWE's liaison to the Hollywood world before becoming before being let go earlier this year, is also on board. She came to the WWE's attention as an original casting director for the initial Diva search won by Christy Hemme back in 2000. After Working independently with the company for 5 years, she officially joined in 2005. At the time of departure, held the title of Senior Vice President, Entertainment Relations. Her position was to engage with the entertainment world and bridge the gap for talents to join different TV series, red carpet events, etc. She's credited with finding a lot of talent who have come into the company, including the Bellas and the Miz, and would have been the person booking Raw's guest hosts and locking in celebrities for storylines. So she's responsible for Diddy being on several episodes of Raw. She was let go by
Oh,
WWE this past May as a part of the post-Endeavor takeover cutbacks. PWInsider.com is told that the company is expected to be based out of Los Angeles if and when the company officially launches, but Vince still lives here in Connecticut, so whatever. It should be very interesting to see if any networks or distributors would be initially interested in working with McMahon, given the toxicity surrounding the nature of his WWE exit and the lawsuits that have been filed. But Hollywood can be a very upside down world. Before anyone asks, we are told that Kevin Dunn has not been involved in this new venture at all.
man.
With that being said, I'm going to do this.
He's making another wrestling company. I don't care what nobody says. He is making another wrestling company. And like you gotta think about it. We're gonna be in the reality, and this is like an insane sentence. Like when I feel like as it's forming in my brain, so I'm gonna just say it. The fact that Vince McMahon is about to create a better alternative for like,
AEW. Sorry.
and thing is, it's an alternative in the wrong reason. No one wants to watch that. I'm not watching Vince McMahon pro wrestling. I'm just not gonna do it. Or whatever he's gonna call, because I saw that I read. I'm listening to you say the article, and it's all it's not gonna be a wrestling man. I would no. I'm not buying that. I'm not buying that. And I say a better alternative because I feel like if he does do a wrestling company, he's going to try his best to make it very much the opposite of what WWE is, you know. And it's like, bro, this is why we need more wrestling companies like active, like especially ones with TV deals. We need more so we can't have people like Vince McMahon who I never want to hear him say anything ever again. And now he's doing something.
Talk now, you know. His face
Well,
is all
yeah,
tight. He got rid of the porn stash, but like it's so much Botox and like he's like actually starting to look his age. You know, it's a lot of stuff going on over there. He
it's
can't
just
walk on his own anymore. He has a cane.
yeah, it's just he's gonna try his best to make an alternative to what Triple H is doing. But no one's gonna care. I would hope people don't care. I would hope that you don't want to fund anything that Vince McMahon is doing. You know what I'm saying? I don't care who's gonna freaking wrestle there. You know, this is why we need people like Tony Khan to tighten up your show because we don't have many alternatives for the company right now. And if you don't want to watch WWE, that's fine. You know what I'm saying? But we don't have other companies like that have like major TV deals. You know what I'm saying? So now people might just turn into Vince McMahon Pro Wrestling just because they want to watch something that's not WWE, and now we're funding something that does not deserve to be funded in the slightest. That doesn't deserve to be funded is like an understatement for anything that Vince McMahon does. It's like an understatement. I don't know why this is even occurring, but hey, people with a lot of money do things that people with a lot of money do, and you can't really stop them because why? They have a lot of money. So I just wish that wasn't occurring right now, but um, that's life, I guess. So I mean, I don't know. I'm very much disgusted right now.
news. Briscoe versus Chris Jericho for the Ring of Honor title. And before Vince decided that he wanted to interrupt us, um, I was saying that I don't like the way that the match ended at WrestleDream to turn around and end in Jericho winning on Wednesday, the Wednesday after. That to me didn't make any fucking sense. If you were gonna fucking do that, you should have just had him win there. And there's absolutely no reason for Chris Jericho to have a Ring of Honor title in 2024. Sorry, not sorry. That's just how I feel about that. Um,
No, you're correct. You're absolutely correct.
then we have the main event, the murder of Brian Danielson. I'm sorry, Brian Danielson,
Hey, what?
John Moxley, for the AEW World Championship. So Brian won the title at All In, right?
Think so.
Awesome. Whatever. No issues there, right? He then comes home to, his home state and loses to one of his great friends and then proceeds to get suffocated with a plastic bag again in front of 1,000 people. What the fuck? One of my mutuals on Twitter was actually there. I believe it was either her birthday weekend or WrestleDream was on her actual birthday. And the action was insane. Like, mouth open, eyes buck, cussed Moxley all the way the fuck out when he walked past her. Like, it was a lot. Um, they still haven't revealed who the fuck is controlling Mox. But he is now the AEW world champion. Um, I don't know. But Brian retired his retired his full-time in-ring um career, and I guess he's part-time now or whenever the fuck he feel like it. Um which I think should have happened at All In. I think Swerve could have just retained and then he retired then and there because essentially that is what his daughter wanted. That is what was hinted at in the press conference, and then it's just like, well, I have the belt now. I don't, I'll
Hmm.
fight till I can't fight anymore. And them niggas said, well, you're not fighting no more, and just put it back on his head. So
Yeah.
I don't know. That's legit like attempted murder, and I need for it to like stop.
I, I don't know, man. I don't know. It's just all. I man. Only thing is now, I believe that the way this is going now is that I don't know what the invasion angle means. I don't know why we've moved Swerve and Hangman like so far away from the world championship directly after their feud. But and now they're trying to tell the story that either Hook Garcia or Jungle Boy or freaking, well, not Jungle Boy, freaking Darby Allin or Orange Cassidy's going to be the one to beat Moxley to like stop the invasion of AEW. I don't care. The only person I no, I ain't gonna lie. The only person I would like to care about and like I do care about is Darby Allin. I would love if Darby Allin was the one to win the world championship.
Like for him
But
to not climb Mount Everest, but he's still thinking about doing that shit.
oh yeah, he's probably gonna do that still. That's probably yeah. I don't think he cares nothing about that. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. I just Orange Cassidy. I know Orange Cassidy does not do anything that I'm like, ooh, that was nice just now. I don't know.
That he wrestles in joggers.
Apparently, that's his character, and I'm supposed to accept it. That's what I've been told.
That
I
he's just a cool
apparently,
guy.
Yeah, apparently it's since it's his character, I just have to accept that, and I'm like, no. Just because it's his character does not mean that it's good. And that it can also be stupid. That's also an option here. You know, so he's a great wrestler, but the story itself is it has no legs for me at the moment. And I want it to have legs for me, but when I try to watch Dynamite, I just feel like I'm ripping my eyes out of my skull. So I don't know. I don't know what to do.
I absolutely need to WhatsApp this up. I'm sticking hearing a notification in my ear while I'm trying to record this here podcast. Um, so that was that. There was only one women's match on the card. Um, Mercedes was on the poster and then didn't have a match. I'm gonna keep saying that. She still has yet to fucking go to Japan and defend that damn belt. Um, but then we move on to I said this off mic before we started recording, but the last thing that we talked about prior to WrestleDream and stuff like that. I guess Jay Uso having a rematch to Braun Breaker. Before we get to that, there's other things to talk about. Um,
So,
what I meant to say was the last time we recorded, Jay Uso was the IC champion. Is what I should have said. Um, so, Quiche, okay.
the quiche.
Big Kishi was on his podcast off the top, and he was informed that Vince Russo had some words for Jay's victory speech. Vince Russo basically said, "Hey, like it's a prop. Like, why are you so emotional? Why are you crying? Like, this stuff is like scripted. Like, you know what you're gonna do before you go out there. Blah 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 blah. Woo. Big Keish didn't take too kindly to that, and and he said, "Go fuck yourself.
All right.
And if you want to fight about it, you can lace your boots up and keep his family, specifically his son's name, out of your fucking mouth." The words Big Keish.
Man, boo.
He also said that he would rather see Cody Rhodes as a heel and that he currently has a lot of heel tendencies in him and that it would be a better fit for his character, being that his name is the American Nightmare. But I feel like a lot of people don't understand that Cody being the American Nightmare is just him being the opposite of his dad.
But that's the thing. He's not the opposite of his dad.
No, like I understand that, but like he's not Dusty. He's supposed to be his own entity. Also, apparently Dustin had the name first, and then Cody was like, "Yo, let me use this," and Dustin was like, "All right, bet."
Okay.
Yeah, a long time ago, Dustin went by the American Nightmare. So that's a little fun fact to throw in there. Brothers, appreciating brothers. I think he said he gave him a little off the top for the trademark too. So he essentially
Shout out Blue
bought the
Dust.
name from his brother.
Shout out my nigga Blue Dust.
Sat and listened to CM Punk talk for 2 hours. Are you surprised?
No,
Why aren't you surprised?
no, not really.
I don't like that man.
I think he has some good things to say at times. So I don't think that you're losing anything by listening to him.
Jackson Jr. Little Cube.
Man, I don't care about a little icicle. Fuck him. He annoys me.
He had a new wrestling podcast, and his first guest on the very first 2 episodes was CM Punk. Like CM Punk talked for so long that they had to split the interview into 2 episodes.
God.
Punk talked for 2 hours. 2 of them. Swerve did too. I listened to the Swerve interview as well. But the thing is, I don't like listening to Swerve talk because I can't tell when somebody else that's in the room says something. Like all their voices meshed together in that podcast, and I was just like, which one is Swerve?
That's crazy.
Yeah, he has a basic like I grew up in a white neighborhood black man voice. So
Huh.
he does. He really does. But CM Punk said a lot of things. He gave a very detailed description of what happened when he the day he returned to the WWE at Survivor Series last year. He drove to the arena with no contract. He hadn't even signed until 5 minutes before his music hit. Why did WWE just have a Tron and his music queued up? Is beyond me. But that is literally what happened. I also found out that the CM and CM Punk stood for Chick Magnet at one point, and he just doesn't acknowledge that part, and the CM just stays there. But finding out like all the behind the scenes stuff at that happened at Survivor Series was very interesting. His entrance wasn't supposed to go like that. There was a lot of confusion between he and Triple H because again, he signed the contract, handed it over to him, and then they hit the button for him to come out. Triple H's initial idea was for Punk to go stand between both cages, like walk down the ramp and go stand between both cages. However, if you remember how Survivor Series ended last year, the Judgment Day was spread out on the floor in one singular cage. They hadn't separated the guys to be in like one side and one be on the other side. Everyone was standing in one cage. So him actually going down there and standing in the middle of both cages wouldn't have made any fucking sense to begin with. So kind of glad that didn't happen. He said the first person that he saw was Bailey. And I also listened to Drew McIntyre's interview with Chris Van Vliet, and he said that he stormed off because he was actually mad because literally no one knew. When Punk got to the building, they had just began the men's War Games match. So bro didn't get there till damn near like 9:30 at night. They handed him a contract. His people went over it. He signed the papers. Boom. That was it. And he's been like in our faces ever since, unfortunately. It's not funny. It's disgusting. I'm sick of looking at him. Well, I'm happy he's like on a hiatus right now, though.
And then Hell in a Cell match, he broke his back, knees, arm.
That ugly ass dog. I'm not.
Shit was. Hey man,
let's see what else. I'm trying to think. I've been listening to like a lot of wrestling podcasts while I'm at work. To hear the stories that these people tell us is just absolutely insane. Like I'd just rather be in production than to actually be in the ring, which is why I told Piper and Tegan, stop. I'm not built for this. Y'all got it. Like, and Tegan was dead in my face. Like, yeah, you can go take my place and I'll go sit in the audience. Sis, we haven't seen you on TV since. So.
Hey, where is she? Where's
Free her. She don't know why she's not being used on TV. I was about to mention that. She's not injured. Everything is perfectly fine. She was drafted to SmackDown. They just have not used her on TV.
Maybe they'll use her when they do the whole move thing again. I don't know. You know, I think they're going to do a redraft when Raw goes to Netflix.
I need for WWE to do currently right now in this moment is start planting the seeds for the women's War Games match. We already know it's about to be Bloodline versus Bloodline. Y'all are rushing through that story at this current moment, right?
Quick as hell.
But the reason why they're rushing through it right now is because Jimmy's return was delayed. Jimmy was actually supposed to come back at SummerSlam and not Roman. Roman was supposed to come back on a SmackDown like way before SummerSlam. But they chose to bring him instead of Jimmy because they didn't think that Jimmy would get a big pop. Which makes no sense because if you look at Bad Blood, that place went fucking bonkers when he popped
Yeah,
out
why wouldn't it cheer?
because everybody had been waiting for him. Contrary to popular belief, he's still a popular oos. Like,
There's only 2 of them. Fuck shit.
like I know that the reason why they pushed Jay so hard at the beginning in 2021 because Jimmy got hurt, but because Jimmy had been in the spotlight for so long with, you know, him being on Total Divas and being in everyone's faces every fucking Sunday for what was that? 6, 7 years? They had to do something with Jay. Because Jimmy was always the favorite. You know, he did the mixed match challenge. He was on red carpets and shit for Black Panther and stuff like that. Like
The
Jimmy
Mandy
was
Rose gimmick. The Mandy Rose storyline, which I still think was very funny. Weird period of time, but I thought that was very funny.
and then Sonya was just sitting around for the shit too. Ugh, it's trifling.
Sonya.
I fucking love Sonya Deville. She's my favorite lesbian.
Why doesn't her stable do anything? Like what is she doing?
They called Zoe out on Instagram last Monday for being one of them, and that shit was funny.
I just want them to be like interesting. They don't do anything. They come out there with the bad name and the bad theme song, and it just no.
They do the scissor thing with their fingers.
I don't care. You're not hearing me. I don't care what they
They wrestle.
Oh, ooh,
I feel
no,
like if
I
they
would
drop,
hope.
I feel like if they drop Zoe, they would be a lot better. Shayna has some aura. Sonya's fucking beautiful.
I don't think Shayna should be in the tag team.
Sonya and Shayna are 2 former MMA fighters, right? They have the skill. They're, you know, very gay. You know, it works for them, right? Then you just have this kind of straight woman who's just be tagging along with them, who dyed her hair to be a brunette to fit in with the rest of the group because they were like, no more of that blonde shit. Everybody's hair is dark here. Also, WWE, what's up with everybody's fucking Trons being black and white now? Y'all niggas don't know what the color button is. We need to work on that because their shit is black and white. Judgment Day is black and white. Motor Cities is black and white. Please throw some color somewhere on somebody. I'm tired. Had enough.
NXT 2.0, that shit. Mad paint.
Illustrated. Their women's top 250. We discussed this off mic, but I just want to say that the top 3 women on here is Rhea Ripley, Jordan Grace, and Toni Storm being number 1. Bailey's number 7. Stephanie Valkyrie is number 5. Willow Nightingale is 8. Mariah May is 9 on that list. There's some bullshit article here about Chris Jericho talking about a potential return to WWE. I think he should just retire and then go ahead and just get his Hall of Fame shit, and we never have to see him wrestle again. Tired of looking at Zoidberg every week. I promise you, I am. Whatsoever, why he's like still on my TV. I think he knows where the bodies are. I think he knows where Tony Khan's stash is, and that's why he's constantly on TV and getting these opportunities. I think he should just go with his band and sit down and leave us alone. Yeah.
You don't listen to Fozzy?
I didn't listen to them when he debuted in WWE. Why would I listen to them now?
Damn. But you like Fozzy.
They used to perform at fucking pay-per-views, WWE pay-per-views.
What?
You didn't know that? Back in the day?
What year was that?
I think like 2000, 2001.
Oh damn.
Mm-hmm. So he's been pushing them on, pushing that agenda for years. All right. So last week, you attended Monday Night Raw.
Yeah.
Would you care to tell the people what happened? And how was the show and the dark matches?
The dark matches, both dark. They had Nia and Bailey, which was pretty cool, and then Jacob and Cody, which was freaking awesome.
I heard that was
And
a street fight.
yeah, Philadelphia Street Fight or whatever they call it. Um, very fun, very fun. I enjoyed that. Jacob was throwing Cody all around the ring. Cody's health was on red. I don't know how Cody found a way to win, but he did. Because plot armor and house dark match, I should say. But yeah, as far as the televised version of the show was going at a great pace the entire night. It started off with Rollins and Bronson trying to kill each other. They were doing that the entire night. That was my favorite part. Just some like they'll do a match and they cut back and it's like one of them just attacking the other. That's gonna be an amazing match at Crown Jewel. That Bronson needs to win, but we'll talk about that later. Um, and yeah, it was a great show. I paid a lot of money for chicken fingers and fries, and I shouldn't
Just stop
because
going to Wells Fargo and giving them your
I
money.
know they keep getting me. It's every time. The fries were unsalted, and there were 8 of them. And I paid $25 for 3 chicken fingers and 8 unsalted fries. The best thing about my meal was the Sprite. It's tough. But I sat in a section where they delivered the food to me, so that was cool. Me and my boy got food delivered to us, which was, that was cool, I guess. Club level seating is pretty cool. It's pretty. It made the show kind of better. I had to get up and shit. You know what I'm saying? But the best part of the night was the fact that Jey Uso lost the IC championship, and it caused the uproar. You know what I'm saying? For very good reason. I love Jey Uso too. I was hyped. Doing it there. I was hyped. Eat.
You can't say that while wearing a no yeet hoodie, sir.
Yes, I can.
Okay.
I was jumping up and down while wearing a no yeet hoodie. I was hyped. I was just happy that this ended the way it did because we shouldn't have ever been in this position. And I feel that wrestling fans these days they get so lost in what they want, they forget what the logic is. You know what I'm saying?
Do you not think that them giving him the title and taking it away from him was a good way to catapult him back into the bloodline?
No, because only
That's what
for
it
the
did.
reason that yeah, but only for the reason that you still had fans who believed that Jay should have never lost the IC championship and that he could have joined the storyline. So at this point, you're doing storylines now
And
to
his
make
dad.
sure. Yeah, at this point right now, you're doing storylines to make sure um, that the crowd believes it. If the crowd's already pushing back on something like that after what happened on Raw, that means it wasn't there was no need for it. You know what I'm saying? They had Jay lose the IC championship in the hopes that was just going to make the fans say, "Oh, we understand." They didn't understand. They were mad that Jay lost. So the way to avoid that was just having Jay not win in the first place. So you could have avoided all of this. They would have got over Jay not winning the belt. You know what I'm saying? Kofi didn't win a world championship for 11 years. You know what I'm saying? And obviously those are two different.
If you guys go back and watch the end of that match, and if you listen closely, you faintly hear Laf go, "Yeah," while the rest of the stadium is like quiet.
Bro, my section, everyone just sat down and I was screaming. I was so happy. I'm like, bro, this is why we should have never been in this position. And we could have avoided that moment of pure sadness. Cause I felt bad. There was a little kid with the eat foam hands in front of me. And while I'm screaming my hands out, he was very sad. And I felt bad. I've been there. You know what I'm saying? I've been there millions of times. But I'm trying to tell people this company does the same stuff over and over again. If you don't see it by now, you just ain't watching. They do the same stuff repeatedly. So there should be no way for them to surprise you. You know what I'm saying? That's why when they do surprise you, it's like, oh my, you know what I'm saying? They do the same stuff all the time. Jay was never going to be a champion for a long time. And the only reason why they put the belt on him is because everyone was crying on Twitter. And Triple H let everyone know that he's on Twitter. So he was getting mad again, cooked in the quotes. So he was like, you know what? I'm just going to put the belt on him just so they can say, yeet. Knowing that Jay Uso, I don't care what any of y'all say, the company does not see Jay Uso as a long-term solo superstar. They don't. He's a Uso. I don't care about a yeet. I don't care about he's a Uso forever. And that's not a demotion. That's a great thing. He's one half of arguably the greatest tag team of all time. And in the biggest storyline the company's had in years. So Jay just being a Uso is not a demotion. It's one of the some people die to be in the position that Jay Uso was in before the IC championship. So Jay didn't need to win a mid-card championship. He didn't have to. But now you wanted the IC championship so bad, you got it. But guess what? It was for 30 seconds. So
27 days, motherfucker.
27 seconds. You know what I'm saying?
Fuck.
That's you know what I'm saying?
I have an interesting question to ask you.
What's
and
up?
don't judge me for asking this question. What was it like watching Bo Dallas stick his fist down Paul Ellery's throat?
I thought it was very funny. I didn't think they were gonna come back. And then the lights went out. My boy didn't know, he hasn't been watching for that long in this like recent era. So he thought the Undertaker was coming out or some shit when the lights went out. I was like, ah, he didn't know what was going on. And so he saw freaking Bo and Rowan and them just run out. But nah, I didn't know they were gonna come back. That was a good surprise moment.
Thing, right? You don't frequent Twitter anymore, right?
No.
The Wyatt Six Twitter page has actually been posting that they're going to be coming after Miz since Miz decided to turn on Truth. Like, they warned him for essentially weeks, and then when Truth finally came back, and he turned on him during that tag team match, that was like the last straw, and they were like, all right, you thought we were fucking playing, now guess what? Which leads to what happened last night after Raw, of Miz getting kidnapped on his own fucking tour bus by the Wyatt Six. So they've been posting things on Twitter for like maybe a month, which led up to what happened in Philly. Because when I first saw the pictures, I was like, this picture looks weird. And then I looked at it again, and then I was like, oh, that's Miz and Truth. And sit on a rye. Miz actually listened to Karrion Kross, which I think is fucking stupid. I don't think anybody should listen to Karrion Kross. And we are where we are now with that. So the Wyatt Six's current victim is the Miz. It's not necessarily Final Testament. It's literally just the Miz. But the Final Testament is in the way because they were the ones that pulled the strings to cause Miz to do what he did.
I'm gonna say this now. Karrion Kross and Solo Sikoa have both given me the same feeling this past week and a half. And the only feeling that is that for a long time, I believed that the both of them were boring. And I think that still may be true in some instances, but if you just allow the both of them to use their actual personality, they actually can be entertaining. I watched that Karrion Kross thing with him in the hotel. I laughed. I've never laughed at anything Karrion Kross. I thought it was very funny. You know what I'm saying? And then at Raw, when Solo pulled up with the SmackDown versus Raw 2011 as cutscene with the tickets, I got tickets to the show. I laughed pretty loud, actually. I was like, oh, that's funny. So now I understand Triple H needs to let these guys just be their personalities and not have Solo be Roman Reigns 6.0, not have Karrion Kross to be boring.
That's what I was saying on the last episode. I was saying that, a lot of people don't realize that Solo does have a great personality, even in like backstage interviews and stuff like that. Jay has said that Solo is the funnier brother. And it's also a matter of the fact that he was down and doing, work in NXT, and then immediately got called up within like his first year of being with the company, and then they muted him. I've been seeing clips recently of him like saying 4 or 5 words back in like, what was that, 2022 or something like that. And his personality was somewhat there, but because his character was built up to be this big brolic type guy, now that everyone's finally seeing like he's Jimmy times 3, now everybody's kind of fucking with it. I feel like he should have always just had his personality, but they needed somebody to be serious within the group because the Usos are the jokesters.
Yeah, that I think that's the thing. I mean, like, I never blamed myself or like anyone else for not believing in Solo being entertaining because that's not what the company has shown to us, you know. Even in like the peak Bloodline stuff, Sammy was the entertaining one, and Solo was just there, you know, and he showed glimpses of it, you know, but it's like they have to do a better job of um letting them just go out there and be themselves because obviously that's the thing that's the most um beneficial for both superstars, you know. And both superstars are very much in different spots, but if this is going to lead to Karrion Kross not being as boring as he is and Solo just slowly becoming himself, which is all I've ever wanted, then we might be in a good position for the future.
TNA got their shit together on this goddamn website with their results and things being all in one fucking place. Sorry. I was looking at that. I was about to get angry. I was about to get mad. Never mind. Yes.
JBL has been popping up at TNA for the past few weeks now. I don't know what the problem is.
And neither does Nick Nemeth. He has no idea why this man is just following him around. He said that. He's just like, I don't know what the fuck JBL got going on.
I don't know what his deal is, but
He just did.
yeah, keep coming. He just keeps coming. I'm like, what are you doing? What are you doing, man? What is your goal?
So SmackDown was double taped this past Friday, in Brooklyn, New York, because Crown Jewel is this fucking weekend. It is Saturday, which I feel like was also, there was no build to Crown Jewel. They were just like match, 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 match. Even up to last night, the result of this week's SmackDown. Well, the result of a segment from this week's SmackDown was literally announced last night, and that is the OG Bloodline versus the current Bloodline at Crown Jewel. I don't understand why they announced that shit last night and didn't wait to announce it after that segment aired, unless that was the main event, which I highly doubt that was the main event. I believe they opened the show. So y'all essentially was just like, these niggas made up, here's the match. I don't understand why y'all did that, but y'all did. I don't think maybe somebody hit the button by accident on socials and they were just like, fuck it, leave it up. I don't know. I can't explain it. It doesn't make any sense. But Friday, Jey Uso, Jimmy Uso, Roman Reigns cost the Bloodline their titles, and we have new tag team champions, and that is Motor City Machine Guns. And not gonna lie, I'm with the shit, which leads me into my rant. I understand that there are people who don't watch every promotion, who don't get a chance to look into the people who are recently signed to WWE and things like that. But it's more, how can I put this? Equitable, I guess, to look up people's past before coming to WWE and understanding their legacy and who they are and why WWE chose them, than to just be stuck in this tribalistic mindset and say that people don't deserve things when in reality they fucking do. I've seen so many people say that these men don't deserve the titles, and I think that that is a hunk of bullshit. I think that it's rude, and I feel like people should absolutely do their research. Like, you guys knew who the fuck Jacob was when he came in. Y'all were hyping up Jacob just from his name being on the family tree back at the beginning of the year at the WrestleMania kickoff show in Vegas. Y'all hype about that shit. So y'all clearly do y'all research where y'all want to do y'all research. But it's just certain things that the IWC itself just, to me, is irritating. Now, as someone who grew up watching TNA, Laf as well, he grew up watching TNA, we knew of just about everyone who like showed up in WWE, whether it was for NXT or new signage. We knew. That's from watching other companies. That's for being in the know. That's from doing your own fucking research. Where people absolutely nowadays just refuse to fucking do the shit. There was a particular video that I saw from one of my mutuals on TikTok, and they believed that the Street Profits should have been the ones to dethrone the Bloodline. Understandable. I get it. I understand it. But I feel like at this point, the Street Profits are more than a tag team. They need to do their solo split. Dawkins has been able to show his athletic ability more and more in these like first contender matches. Montez has been showing us that since WrestleMania 39 build up, when he was in the Elimination Chamber, when he was in the Rumble. So why put them in that tag team box like y'all did with the Usos? Y'all know that they are able to be great apart. And I'm not understanding why people refuse to understand that it's great for people to be great apart. And for the most part, when I commented on the video and I made my statement, I said they got the titles because they're legends and they've been working their asses off for 20 plus years. And they deserve every belt that they get. And the response that I got was, they ain't no legends in the WWE, not from what I recall. I don't know nothing about them. All I know is that I've been seeing the Street Profits work their asses off every week, you know? And I said, and it's better to look people up and inform yourself rather than, you know, champions, like teams, like to just give championships to teams that have already had the chip. They've had the chip. I think the last time the Profits touched the chip was like 3 years ago. I think it was 2021, something like that. So they've had it. They've had it. They've had it several. I think they were 4-time champs. Why not give it to people who are actual legends in the game who finally made it to the biggest company in wrestling? DIY had it. Yeah, they had it for like 30 days. All right, cool. That's unfair to them, but they've been NXT tag team champions. They've had championships within the WWE. So there was pushback on that of, no, I don't have to look them up. But like, I understand your sentiment. Da 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 da. All right, cool. That's cool. But that also just lets everyone know, including myself, that y'all don't listen to these other promotions. That y'all don't watch these other promotions. Y'all literally just stick to WWE, and that's it. And it's kind of unfair to these talents that get signed to the WWE and then there's no support, because there's no reason why they come out and then the crowd is just still silent. Those men are amazing. Chris Sabin alone is probably one of the best. Alex Shelley? Like, y'all gotta be fucking for real. Y'all need to, like, understand and look into these things. Because once again, y'all knew who the Tongans were when they popped up. Y'all knew who Jacob was when he popped up. So, what is the difference in doing that, like knowing who they are and looking them up, than not doing the same for these other teams? It's not fair and it's strange and it's weird and I don't like it. I don't like it at all. I just think that at some point everyone needs to like try to educate themselves and not be just so stuck in this tribalistic mindset of WWE is the best. The people in WWE are the best and there's no other companies that I should look into to figure out who these people are. Like that is such a fucked up mindset to have. I was a person who was against AEW for the longest. Still don't really fuck with them, but I do watch the product because at times the product is good. At times. Keyword.
At times. Like when Mercedes
And
Monet's on the screen.
no, she's terrible.
Oh, my fault.
So you have that. You have came over to fucking NXT. So I'm just so what the fuck is the difference in these fucking titles? Like I still fucking understand that shit. But you know, that's another problem for another day. Y'all gonna stick to y'all WWE over everything mentality, and that's fine. But you're not a wrestling fan, you're a WWE fan. And people used to say that all the time when I first started making wrestling content and I didn't understand it. But now I fucking understand it because I've branched out from being just a WWE fan. I am a wrestling fan. Like, what the fuck? Um also, what's up? You unmuted. What are you gonna say?
You want me to tell you something?
What?
I 100% believe that the Motor City Machine Guns were not supposed to do that.
What, not supposed to win?
No.
What do you mean? Go ahead.
They took the place of the Lucha Brothers.
Ah.
I think the Lucha Brothers were supposed to come in and win the belts, but Tony Khan said,
Do you think they would
absolutely.
LWO immediately?
No. I would hope not. You know what I'm saying? But I fully believe that the Guns were going to go to NXT just for a little bit. And then the Lucha Brothers would go to the main roster because they already verbalized that they didn't want to go to NXT. So the Lucha Brothers were going to win the belts. Tony Khan said, Ray Phoenix, no, you sit there. And Triple H was like,
I'm going to add time to your contract. Yes, sir.
yeah. Triple H was like, all right, well, we got to do something. We got to bring somebody in. And then the Guns were like, we're ready. And it just worked in the way, you know what I'm saying? It just.
From the summertime, like in July, that the Machine Guns were coming to WWE.
Oh, yeah. They're always going to show up. My thing is winning the belts when they did. You know, them showing up isn't a problem. We already knew they were going to come. But I do not believe that the Lucha Brothers were that the Guns were supposed to be the ones to do that. I think the Lucha Brothers were definitely the ones that were supposed to. Rice. I didn't know you could hear that.
No, it's not. I can't hear anything. I just know you. I know what you sound like when you have food in your mouth.
I'm gonna stop eating on mic. That's unprofessional. Hope the people don't hear me.
I can't hear anything going into your mouth. I just know when your mouth is full.
Oh,
I can tell.
oh.
That's the perk of being your girlfriend. I know a lot about you.
No, my mouth sounds.
This is a wrestling podcast.
That's the name of the podcast. Mouth sounds.
Yeah, that's the name of the episode, guys. And you can blame
Yeah.
Loft once again. Anytime there's
Mouth.
like an insane episode title, 9 times out of 10, it's probably him. Because I just
Mouth.
go off the fly of what we talk about and name the episodes. He just be saying shit and be like, boom, that's the title.
I think that'll work.
It's ridiculous.
But now, man, I don't know. I'm very happy that the Guns won. Only thing is, I do understand the want for the Profits to win the championships because I think they deserve to win them too. And I do think that they should have shown a little more video packages of what the machine guns were.
Hey, they just gave us those previews like of them showing up and then boom, they showed up.
I thought they're promoting Wrasslin coming back.
Me too. And then on top of that, when they debuted on social media. They didn't necessarily debut on TV. What the first of the WWE universe seeing them for real was a clip on Twitter of them being put into the 3-man tag. The 3-man tag match. Which I think is kind of fucked up. They should have just let them debut and had the audience pop. But a lot of people feel like doing it on social media was the best way to do it, which I disagree with simply because not every wrestling fan has social media. I just think they kind of flubbed their debut by doing it like that.
It could have been better. It could have been deployed better, but I don't think it was bad at all. I definitely think it could have been a little more clean, you know. But I understand it to an extent, so I mean it's okay.
You know, looking at our Discord pictures and we some real niggas. I just want to say that.
What do you mean?
We're both Jimmy Uso.
Oh. Yeah, I love that guy.
My picture is the Nobody's Bitch t-shirt, which I'm going to bring back very, very soon. I'm going to keep wearing it because Jay literally told him last night, yo, if we're going to do this, if we're going to be the Usos, we're not going to be no yes men. We're not going to be no errand boys. He essentially said, we ain't going to be nobody's bitch. We're going to be all equals in this motherfucker. And Jimmy was like, all right, bet. So when Friday come, even though the shit was pre-taped and I kind of know how it's going to go, Jimmy needs to tell Roman, hey, this is his stipulations before he come out. And he stood his ground. He not playing with you. Because we're not going to get another live SmackDown until next week. Because Raw is going to be in Saudi this coming Monday. So, yeah. So they didn't give them SmackDown this year because they gave them SmackDown last year in Saudi Arabia. They gave them Raw, so they're gonna be there throughout the entire weekend. I believe, hopefully, everybody flew out last night to make their way over. I don't think that flight is that long, but from Pennsylvania, who fucking knows? So I figured out also how they do the double tapings too. They start the show at 7:00, and they like record the stuff. So everything that we see on TV, we're an hour behind. So when the show started, and I had saw that somebody posted Cody and Gunther's promo 13 minutes prior to the show, like actually officially starting, they had already been in there recording for like an hour. So by 7:50, they were doing that segment, but we didn't get to see it until like 9:00. So that's interesting to learn about double tapings. I would like to attend one eventually one day.
That's a lot of wrestling.
It's not though, because the show starts earlier, so then you would have the doors would have to open at like 5 if taping starts at 7. and then the show airs at 8, but everything that we saw at 7 is now on air. Carlito had some heat on him from the Philly show. He made the comments of I've got to learn Chinese when the women of Damage Control walked by him, and it wasn't in his script. He ad-libbed that, and people backstage as well as some people in the IWC took offense to it, as well as the women, the Sky Pirates. They just took it as him being in character and being, I don't know, Carlito. So there's that with that. I just wanted to like throw that in there. I just feel like that was just stupid because like they're Japanese, so you went there, you went the Vince route, and they have like clipped it from all social media videos and things of that nature. Finn Balor is about to beat Dom's ass. It's coming. I don't know why. People don't believe me when I say things on the internet, but I would like apologies in my comments on every single one of my viral videos about the Judgment Day and me talking about Finn turning on Dom. I just want everyone to like line that shit up right now with your lips out so you can kiss my ass as well. Yep.
How many Judgment Day variations are we going to get?
What do you mean?
We just keep removing people and adding people to Judgment Day. Is Finn going to leave or Dom?
Think that Dom is going to turn face. I don't think so. So he's doing like amazing heel work at the moment. So I don't really see Dom as being a face. I don't see Finn going face either. They're just not gonna fuck with each other. Finn was very visibly upset that Dominic's mystery opponent was Damian Priest last night, because he had been begging Adam Pearce to get at him since SummerSlam, which again Finn should have won that match, but to each his own. Not SummerSlam, Bad Blood. I'm sorry. And Dom asks for the Judgment Day not to come out during the match, but Judgment Day don't fucking listen. They baby Dom, literally. So they all went out there but Finn. There was a backstage segment that dropped, and Finn pulled JD aside and was like, "Yo, like we all agreed to not go out there." And JD was just like, "Well, it's Dom. Like, of course we went out there." And then Liv called Dom the next world heavyweight champion, and it pissed Finn off, and things just didn't look good back there. With Raw being 2 hours now, a lot of things that we would have saw on TV are now becoming online exclusive clips, which kind of sucks. But if you're on social media, you'll see them. But for the most part, yeah, he's going to whoop ass soon. He was very upset when the opponent was announced, and then he chose not to go out there with the rest of the group. I do think that the group is falling apart. I don't think that Liv and Raquel add anything to the group. Sorry, I'm just gonna say it. I don't care who gets mad. They could be like their own thing, like without the guys. But Liv did say, "I'm gonna take everything you love," so that included the Judgment Day. So here we are. I want chicken tendies. Let me hit up Dom and see if he has any like leftovers.
The Judgment Day haven't judged the thing in months. They're not judging anything, in fact. It's making me real sad. The best thing about them is they still have the amazing theme song, but now, no, man. It ain't it no more.
Yeah, they should just disband the faction. It fucking sucks. They have no aura anymore. They have tag team titles that they just don't defend.
And the
Had
Warriors
one.
about to beat them for him.
They literally had one defense, and that was against New Day. New Day lost. And that was just to fuel the New Day story, which continued last night. Of Xavier doing what the fuck Xavier wants to do. They actually could have won that first contender match, but I've seen that they're gonna stretch out Kofi and Xavier beefing until the anniversary of the New Day, and then we'll see Big E again, and hopefully he's cleared to wrestle by then. But yeah, we're gonna get that 10-year anniversary celebration, and hopefully everybody tightens the fuck up because I've had enough and I'm stressed. Yeah. They're great and they're black. Like, what the fuck? We can't just have one black tag team.
I don't think they should break up at all.
There's two like Hispanic ones like floating around, and then I mean, I guess no. Karrion Kross is half Hispanic, but that doesn't matter, So he appears white, so they cast him as such. They're not gonna put Karrion Kross in LWO.
Triple H wilding, bro. He gotta stop doing that.
I love Dragon.
The LWO are a stable that have nothing going for him.
I think Zelina should leave them.
Zelina is a superstar that still needs to have a world championship run.
Yeah, I think that is so unfair what they did with the King and Queen of the Ring shit this year. The King and Queen of the Ring got title shots and won the titles. Meanwhile, Xavier and Zelina just walked around with fucking crowns on their heads.
And then Roman took Xavier's crown for what reason? No reason.
I keep telling you, he's still being punished for fucking on that girl.
That's a terrible way to go about that.
That's just his image from now on.
When I look at him, I don't think about that. So I don't know how they still do it. Like, there's no reason to be just like, oh, remember when you did? No, come on now. But I don't know. Zelina, there's a few superstars like that, but I'm very happy Ivy Nile beat Zelina last night because I think Ivy Nile is great and she needs to be showcased as a tank because she is a tank. But Zelina should be a world champion already, and I don't know why they insist on like not giving her a chance. Last time she got remotely close to her, Rhea knocked all the Sonic rings out of her at freaking Backlash.
In fucking Puerto Rico. Like, in front of her people, in front of her country. Like, that's crazy.
That freaking Riptide knocked every freaking piece of hair accessory that she had in her hair all over the mat, just slammed it right through the mat.
Did you see their Death Note photo shoot?
Yes.
Oh,
yes.
It's so good. Let's check my bookmarks on Twitter because I have been bookmarking things for us to talk about.
Okay.
I don't know what's in here, so I'm not going to share my screen yet. At one time, Cora Jade ate up Darby Allin. Good times. Oh, 2021 though. Yeah, I didn't share my screen. There's spoilers in here this week. Whatchamacallit? Trick Willy Wonka. Trick Willy Wonka.
That was the best worst show I've seen from NXT in a little bit.
Yeah, they actually did not hoop.
It wasn't a bad show. It was just like it wasn't with the quality they've been putting out repeatedly. They just missed the mark on a few things. No Mandy Rose coming back. Rich Holland being on TV. Freaking just no Lola Vice or Jada Parker or Nikita. Like, what are we doing? Fallon Henley. Actually, no, I'm not mad about Fallon Henley winning the championship.
Yeah, We took the belt off of Kalani. I think Kalani was champion for 174 days.
Yeah, Kaylani's gonna be okay. I'm not a big fan of Fallon Henley, but she's not like a group, so she can do her thing.
Something I forgot for us to talk about.
We didn't talk about this. Did we talk about it privately?
Yes.
Like I remember having a conversation with you, but
Conversation about this. So, sources within AEW and New Japan told Fightful Select that they expect protections to be put in place going forward to prevent talent from immediately jumping to WWE after working AEW / New Japan shows after Stephanie Vaquer went to WWE literally the next day after her match with Mercedes Moné back in June. She literally debuted during the Mexican tour that next weekend. Stephanie Vaquer has been signed to the WWE since June. Just had to get all her stuff out of the way with Forbidden Door, and you said she abruptly left CMLL, and
yeah, they were mad because she didn't like do a lot of stuff that she was supposed to do as far as like business goes. She just dipped. I really hope AEW doesn't do that though, because like, bro, I don't know who in the world is going to sign a contract where, hey, you can only wrestle for us, and if you do, well, it's not even like an AEW exclusive, because if they show up at the Forbidden Door, I understand them not wanting them to leave immediately, but it's like Forbidden Door isn't an AEW exclusive pay per view, so I don't know who would sign a contract to where they have to stay contracted to a company and not go anywhere else when there's not even a guarantee that you're going to be used after Forbidden Door. So if you have a great match at Forbidden Door and Tony Khan has no plans for you, you're supposed to sit there and look around? No, you're supposed to go where you want to wrestle at. There's no sense in having them just freaking stay and not be on TV when Triple H is saying, hey, I'll put you on TV at least. There's no reason to do all that. That's stupid. I don't know anyone who's going to freaking sign that contract. It doesn't make any sense to me. So it's just like, I understand why they're doing it because they're trying to prevent something, but I don't think anyone's going to sign that contract if it's real.
like that.
Mm-mm-mm.
Like that.
You got to tell the people what's on the screen, man.
It's a picture of Jimmy and Naomi, and Jimmy looks disgusted with his wife. But it's like a series of pictures, but that one is the most recent one. That one is from Friday. He commented on her post with all their cute ass pictures and was like, "I love you. You make me better." And I fucking sobbed into my fucking pillow because that's so beautiful. I don't play games because the people on Twitter, I guess, stopped doing those to engagement farm. So it's merch talk time. Yeah.
Boo.
I know. Um,
You're too hyped to talk about nut ass shirts.
let's go to the next tab. Yeah.
No, man.
What the fuck is that? Okay.
See, man, get up. Yeah. Get this off my. I'm already mad. I'm already mad.
So you're not trying to have like a ice cooler fanny pack WWE World Champion belt? Like, what's wrong with you?
Who do you think I am?
A black man that carries around like water bottles?
Yeah, I have hands.
No, you can wear the fanny pack.
What do you mean? No, I'm not walking around with no zip. Here comes my dear part. No, I'm not walking around with no freaking.
Do you see how they did the Pure Fusion Collective fucking logo? See that?
What is that?
Okay, so if you look at it, right, that's the Z for Zoe, right? Then you have the Ace for Shayna, and then the Devil Tail is for Sonya. They just piled a bunch of shit together and just got it popping with the eraser tool is what I'm looking at. Yeah,
Pure
because it's
Fusion Collective and No Quarter Catch Crew got to be two of the worst stable names
yeah,
in the
those
history
names
of
are
wrestling.
fucking god awful. I'm not paying $200 for this. But I would like this autographed image because this was like the best part of night one, aside from it being cold as dick outside.
God.
It's an autographed picture of Jade, Naomi, and Bianca at WrestleMania 40.
When are they going to start addressing Carmelo Hayes as the fourth member of the Big Four?
There's WrestleMania 41 gear on here. This stuff is
Ah,
already fucking terrible.
it's come with a
WWE,
free
like
ticket.
I'm so serious when I say I live an hour away from headquarters, 2 hours by the train. I will come in and design y'all shit for y'all, and everything will be perfect. And because this is lazy, the WrestleMania logo itself that's on here is just a recycled version of fucking 39, and then y'all just put some fucking cards around it and some neon lights. Y'all not fooling me. Anyway,
They think they be killing it in there too. They be like, "Oh yeah, this is gonna kill them.
this the one, and I know it's an old fart behind them computers. I
We
know it
definitely
is.
gonna hit them with this one."
You want this Rock Ugly sweater?
I have to get one ugly sweater for a Christmas party that I'm going to. So I mean,
This one,
if it
Cody
comes
and
down to that,
Sean. I like the
I'm gonna get
Cody
the Cody
one.
one.
The Cody one actually isn't ugly.
I was looking for a freaking I remember there was an old Sasha Banks one a long time ago. I don't know where it went. It was like a long time ago I saw it. She was still in the company, so I'm like, bro. But I haven't been able to find it in a little while now. But that's what I want to do. 'Cause I do like the ugly sweaters that they do during Christmas time. A lot of them are pretty nice. No, ew,
It was on it.
yeah, looks like a freaking Kanye West in 2008 ass sweater.
I have a Hotline Bling ugly Christmas sweatshirt that I wear all the time.
I want it. Can I have it?
Can you have it? No.
Okay. All
Why would I give you my sweater?
right. Just wanted to see if you'll give it to me.
That's the new day. I typed in Sasha Banks. You see how like the internet doesn't cooperate with me?
You're probably never gonna find it. I don't think it like exists anymore.
That's why I have to look it up. Oh, the Riot Squad. Good time. So it's not this one that she's wearing in this picture.
No, but that is something.
It's with the sweater on. It's crazy. Just saying. They
Interesting.
on the Euro shop. It's probably gone now, but this Sean one is very much a ugly Christmas sweater as along with the Rock one. But this Nightmare one is this not it. Um John Cena shirt is terrible too. John Cena doesn't have good merch.
At all.
And I say that and people be wanting to fight me and I'm just like the only good thing that they ever put out for John was that 20th anniversary 8-bit shirt, which is the one that you want. That's the only good
What?
time. Huh?
He had the 8-bit one is fired.
The Super Mario one.
Yeah, the Tanuki Mario one was fire. His orange ones, I always loved his orange ones. The You Can't Stop Me shirt is awesome. And the shirt with the big dog on it from like 2008. That's a classic though. You gotta like that. That's the classic.
This button up for your birthday. Hold on.
What is that?
Jay, so what do you mean?
I don't want that.
I wanted to get it.
Please don't waste your money on that because I'm not going to wear it. That's 72. Please don't buy that. I'm not. That's going to be a waste of your money and my time, and I'm not. No.
Fucking hater.
You wear it for yourself. Why are you giving it to me? And I'm telling you, I clearly don't want it.
You see this
You
one?
wear it. What the?
This is
This
Yeah,
website does
Halloween.
not produce quality
It's
content.
supposed to be a Halloween shirt, I guess. It's a ghost and it says "You can't see me," and then it has a John Cena hat on it.
This company does not do this right. They don't.
And the thing is, they're up with other like companies that make licensed WWE merch, and they're putting it on the WWE website as well, and those aren't good either. Hot Topic, believe it or not, has the best WWE. That's Hot Pocket merch out there. No, you thought you had something. It was cute. It was cute. I'm not gonna hold you.
That should be the jingle.
Sure, like this is fire. I don't like the nigga, but that's fire. And then their stuff is always on sale too.
If I see anyone walking around with the WWE logo straight on their chest, I'm gonna get mad.
I saw a child with one recently.
Well, okay, they're allowed. The kids are allowed to. If you're a full-grown adult walking around with "Then Now Forever" on your chest, I'm gonna get mad at you.
Since I'm being forced to go to WrestleMania 41, and I don't really want to, I am going to get off my D-Generation X outfit that I did not get off this year.
Whoa, wait a minute. Whoa,
What?
why are we spreading rumors? Why are we spreading? Why are you forced? Who's forcing you? Hello? Who's forcing you to go to WrestleMania? Anybody forcing you to go to WrestleMania? All right, well, since she don't want to say nothing, since she act like she can't hear me and nothing, ain't nobody forcing her to go to WrestleMania. I assume she's alluding to me, which is why she won't verbalize it, which I don't know what she's scared of. But I just wanted to see Cena's last match. That's all I said.
You can go see his last match at SummerSlam.
I want to see his last WrestleMania match.
You can watch that on Peacock.
I don't want to watch it on Peacock.
All right, since you mocking niggas. All right.
What do you mean? I said Peacock.
No, you said it the way I said it. Fuck. Just for that, you're not getting this Nikki Bella shirt from Hot Topic.
I'll buy it myself. What? I'm gonna get that joint right now. Look at that right there.
What? Yeah. They have 20% off sale, so a lot of these shirts are on sale. WrestleMania 2000 show? What y'all know about that? Y'all wasn't there. Law for sure wasn't there. Sorry. Sorry. Yeah, there's a lot of good things on the actual like other sites. Oh, to the person who came into my comments and was like, we should buy our wrestling merch from WWE shop because the wrestlers get a cut of the money. The wrestlers don't even like their own fucking merch. So why the fuck would I give money to this company that still charges shipping and handling when I can make my own shit and sell it to people and it still be better quality, better design than WWE can ever create because they refuse to hire me? I can go to Hot Topic, as me and Laf are looking at right now, and get better shirts than what they sell on WWE Shop. We were going through the new releases on WWE Shop, and I went to Hot Topic instead, mid-sentence. I didn't even scroll through the first like 2 pages before I clicked on a whole different website. So fuck off. Eat my dick. Thank you. Logan Paul, get out my face. Never come back. Thank you. You want this Liv Morgan title? It's a bidding war going on right now.
Wait, what's happening?
There's a bidding for a women's world champion title with Liv Morgan's signature on it. The current
How
bid
much
is
are they bidding?
The current bid is $625.
Oh. $20,000. That's my bid.
You got $20K sitting around?
Maybe.
But I wanted Pop-Tarts yesterday.
And I wanted $1 from you yesterday. So where we at? See, look, this is what we call an impasse. But that's what you want right there. You want that schism.
damn Joe Gacy shirt. Shut up.
Yes, you do. Yes, you do.
Is this? Oh, this is 2023. Y'all still haven't sold this yet? Like okay, when people buy like the announcement table covers, right? Where the fuck do y'all put them? Because there's like no case that big for you to put this shit in. So where do you put it? Why Dragon's name so big? What?
Oh, I want to take this time to issue a public apology to you. I want to take this time to issue a public apology to you.
Okay.
Because I went on. I arose from my nap today, and I went on Vivid Seats, and then I looked at WrestleMania 41 tickets and tried to press the seats where I was sitting at WrestleMania 40, which I spent $800 for. And I went and saw that they are now $500,000 to sit facing the Tron at WrestleMania 41 in Las Vegas, Nevada. Why are the individual tickets so expensive?
Because I told you that you weren't going to get those seats for the price that you paid this year.
Yes.
So I accept your apology. I'm not gonna do the whole "I told you so" thing. But what I will say is they still currently have $500 semi nosebleed seats for the 2-night ticket sales. I think they have some limited um single day seats out right now. But yeah.
But that's the thing. I don't want to sit on the roof.
I'm not gonna sit on the floor either.
Well, I'm going to sit on my couch at home then. That's what's going to happen.
I still would like to go to Vegas and participate in other wrestling things going on in that weekend. Um I I'm not against going to Vegas. I'm against going to WrestleMania. I want to do WWE World again. I would like to do like the whole 4 days this time. And not just 2 days. Even though we only went one of the 2 days that we paid for. And one of those days I missed Jimmy Uso.
That was not my fault. You want to let
The tickets for that day. No, please.
let the people know that was not my fault
You
due
had
to prior
You had
belief.
no. You had the tickets for Sunday. I had the tickets for us for Monday. You were late on Monday and I sent you your ticket. You never said, "Hey, I'm going to send you your ticket to go down to the convention center."
That is not the conversation we had.
But did I not send you your ticket?
That doesn't matter.
But you didn't send me my ticket for that day. For Sunday. With the day that all of our friends went, which
You never requested it.
I didn't really like want to like go with all of them. That was supposed to be like
I
me and
know.
you. That was supposed to be a me and you date, and then like you were just like, everybody get your tickets for Sunday, and I was just like, oh.
I said that for a specific reason though. One, first of all, I didn't even know there were a lot of unknowns going into that. There were so many unknowns. There were a lot of things I just had no idea about. So I was just going off the strength at some point. You know what I'm saying? And things weren't verbalized. So I'm like, all right, well,
100% text you and was like, do not invite everybody as you were inviting everybody.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You didn't tell me before. You told me during. How am I supposed to know? I'm already talking. If you would have said no, I would have done it.
We are NXT shirt.
No.
That's the new logo anyway.
I don't really like that much. But no, it's time to lock in for SummerSlam.
Yes. But like I said, I would still like to go to Vegas. I want to go to indie shows during WrestleMania weekend. Like I'm serious. I would rather not go to the show and like watch it at a bar or something. Or WrestleCon usually has like a viewing party. I would rather do that than to go like to the actual stadium. Because those tickets are egregious. Like I said, I paid $750 for an on-location silver package. The silver package at this very moment now is $1150
Yeah.
because all the $1,000 tickets are gone. So now the silver package that does not include any of the incentives that I got this year is now $1150, and you're still going to be high up in the stadium. So
See, man, no. I'm still holding out hope that like right before like that last week of WrestleMania that the tickets like magically drop.
Do you want some LWO slides? Some
What?
They have the sleeveless hoodie. Nigga, I'm not Roman Reigns. Sleeves on my hoodie. Stop playing with
Well,
me.
I might have to rock that. But to rock that with the OTC cap. That's my WrestleMania fit. OTC cap, OTC no sleeve hoodie, LWO slides. What? I do wear hats. I used to wear hats. I barely wear those now. I have a lot more. I used to wear bucket hats a lot.
I'm Dante. The fuck?
I was bucket hat man for a long time.
Liv Morgan. Thing. Is it fine? It's not fine. Never mind.
Yes, it is. It says autographed. I might need that.
I'm getting this Jey Uso Intercontinental Champion shirt just because. No other reason. Just because.
As long as my Jimmy hoodie is still there, I gotta lock in.
Hoodie.
The They Not the Ones hoodie.
They put it on the hoodie? Oh, it's right here.
I'm pretty sure.
Is it?
Oh. I see it now. Yeah.
My shirt needs to hurry the fuck up and come in. Like I said before, if y'all had them available at the show, it shouldn't have been like no pre-order. You get your shit in November type shit. My shit should have shipped out the next day because y'all had the shirts on deck at the show, and y'all have had them at SmackDown since too. That NXT title is still atrocious.
I witnessed someone buy a replica belt in front of me at Raw, and I was just astonished. I watched
the
him like
Intercontinental
pull out
belt?
the money. No, the Undisputed Championship was on sale like at like the little merch stands, and I watched someone pull out money and pay for it.
They're like $550 at shows. I would never buy it in person because
I
they up the
watched and I
price.
was like, what?
The shirts on WWE website are $32.99. At actual shows, they're $40 flat.
I'm getting my spinning belt before too long. I gotta get my spinning belt before SummerSlam. I will get that spinning belt.
And for SummerSlam, now it's time to lock in Nickelodeon Universe. I'm conquering fears and getting on roller coasters.
All right.
Get on some shit that's gonna yank me backwards.
Oh.
Did you see the video of the boogeyman sneaking up on like certain superstars? They were looking at art.
Why is he scaring people?
The greatest fucking thing in the world. So we saw the video of them like guessing what's in the box. It was like Jade and Bianca. Bianca stuck her entire finger up Boogeyman's nose. But this video right here is insane.
We asked
it's loud.
Superstar.
Sorry, that scared the shit out of me. I don't understand how he can like actually eat like worms. That's so like ugh. LA Knight is a
taste like?
I don't want to. LA Knight is a different breed because he didn't even flinch.
Because he's awesome. Look at him.
I feel like they used to just use Boogie to torment Dom when he was a kid. I'm not gonna hold you. That hug was too solid. Whose wig is that? This is great. They really only look at him on the floor.
Look, he messed with Byron.
They literally Boogeyman for Halloween content. He gets paid to just torment the superstars once a year. I think that's awesome. Look at Chelsea on the floor, ass in his face. This is a great video, but like, unfazed.
He's the coolest guy ever. That's just
LA Knight was just like,
that's his
"Yo,
shit.
what do y'all? What's this fuck shit?"
Yeah.
See, this I need this Jimmy render because this render was taken at WrestleMania. So give me this picture, as well as this render as well. I believe was taken.
Why he look confused?
That's his mean mug face.
He look like he confused on why they taking a picture of him.
So new Jimmy renders have dropped. I need all the render people out there in the world to find these pictures for me and take the backgrounds off them and upload them to DeviantArt, please. I appreciate it. WWE, Jey Uso has more renders than this fucking Money in the Bank render that y'all been using since July. And I don't know if that's a new picture of Roman or not. I can't tell. But this poster is very interesting because they both have on the Ulafala, and it looks like it's the same one, but Roman's actually like has a new paint job on it. Have you noticed that they actually gave Solo a new Ulafala? It's just like bright cherry red, and like the seeds are bigger.
I thought they just repainted it.
It's enormous. It looks like the one. It looks like the one from TikTok.
Oh,
So Crown Jewel starts at 1:00 on Saturday. You streaming or no? Are you streaming or no? I think we lost it. Back to this merch. The merch is terrible. Um, I think this is the second page. It just doesn't get any better.
okay, I'm here. What happened?
I said, are you streaming Saturday? Because Crown Jewel starts at 1 p.m.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Well, I'm gonna be just coming off my 24-hour stream, so I just I'm,
Starting your damn stream for the 24-hour.
Thursday afternoon.
Then it would have been like done by then.
Yeah, but then I'm gonna be just ending it, and then I'm gonna be asleep for a long time. Then I gotta wake back up.
You want this Cody
I'm,
Rhodes jersey?
I'm gonna be tired. Ew.
Or do you want this Bad Blood Falcons jersey?
Oh, that Angelo Dawkins ass merch.
Wow. That's a nasty
I
word.
want that.
What's
Even though that is the number of my glorious AJ Terrell.
That's a $200 cart right there. You don't know nothing about that.
What? No, I don't. That's a crazy card.
It's literally 3 shirts and some side pleats.
Capitalism.
That's what's in there. 3 shirts and some side pleats.
Capitalism, inflation, mad things.
But yeah, WWE merch on Hot Topic actually was the place where I was searching for a lot of my stuff for my WrestleMania outfits, and then I just end up wearing whatever WWE merch I had. While my luggage was also being rummaged through when my back was turned.
Who was rummaging through your luggage? Hello? She's not gonna say that? All right, well, she's lying, so.
Somebody else.
I asked you a question, and you just don't say anything. I don't know how I'm supposed to get anywhere.
Luggage.
Am I rummaging through your damn luggage?
Wearing my damn clothes. The fucking night one.
I looked for one shirt.
And you wore it, did you not?
Yes, but that's not rummaging. I was not just going through your clothes and throwing it out.
She got the WWE shop in her luggage. Let me go through.
Because you do. Quick.
Yo, watch your mouth.
Your suitcase looks like pro wrestling tees. That's not my fault. Some Hot Topic. Your suitcase looks like a Hot Topic.
Oh, excuse me. The silver tickets aren't $1,150. They're $1,700 at the moment.
Oh, great.
No, that's not great. It's absolutely petrifying.
Oh.
Yeah, on location, on location, on location. Yeah, I'm try this for SummerSlam because I definitely want some good seats for SummerSlam. I do want to do the brunch as well too for WrestleMania weekend with on location.
The brunch.
The brunch, yes.
We
Good,
talking about brunch.
good food, and you get to meet superstars while you eat.
Man, I want the fucking Scarlett to walk in there. I'm trying to eat some pancakes, man. Look at the
I
fuck.
want Jimmy to tap me on my shoulder while I'm eating. I promise you, I do.
I'll tap you on your shoulder while you're eating. Then we do the same thing.
But you're going to be sitting across from me, so.
Oh. I'll still tap your shoulder. I mean,
The next one?
I don't know.
Oh yeah, for the next one. Bowling seat. What does that mean? Look at MetLife Stadium. Cause I know what it looked like when Beyonce performed in there. I can just imagine what a wrestling show would look like. And before y'all tell me to go look at the last 8-hour WrestleMania, no, no,
Fair point. All right.
I don't want to go look at that, at all. 8 hours, no tonight. Yeah, I'm good. And y'all was cold on purpose, like we was at 40. No, I'm good.
That's your goofy self.
So, what are the deposits for SummerSlam for on location? Do I have to log in? I don't know why I have to. He's gonna diss me.
Oh, what is you? What?
First of all, my password doesn't make any fucking sense at all.
No one's password makes sense.
Yeah, no, but when you put the two words together, it doesn't make any sense.
You probably got some goofy shit on there. Lysha loves Usos 92.
No, it's not that. Before somebody try and hack my account.
Lysha loves Usos 93.
Disgusting. Why would I use 93? I was born in 94.
Oh, look, there it is. Got it. Look. There it is, yo.
93, that's not
Lucia, like, yeah, Lucia loves ISOs. Lucia loves Usos. It's some goofy shit. I know it's some goofy shit.
so,
The fuck is that? That's not an air horn. I don't know what the fuck is going on over here.
So yeah, I'm excited. And they're also having WrestleCon during SummerSlam weekend too. So hopefully you can, I don't know, meet Jeff Hardy and invite him to like our wedding or whatever. You can
That would be nice.
like marry us. Is Jeff ordained? Oh, I know who Big E is. You want Big E or Jeff to marry us?
Jeff.
Why can't Jeff just be your best man?
Oh, you're right. You're right.
Okay? He'll be like actually like in the wedding. You know, he would have to spend time with you.
Yeah,
At
he's
the
definitely better
courthouse,
than
of course. We're not having a big ass wedding. We just have to be a witness. And sign the license or some shit.
Damn. All right.
All right, WWE. That's enough, you guys. Trick retained. That's what really matters here. $900, row 13 to that's damn. Those are $950. Limited view. See, that's another thing too. Y'all have this big ass arena, right? This place is huge. This is a football stadium, right? And y'all have all seats available. Like all of them. Even with the 2 days, you have all of the seats available. What reason would you ever need for all of the seats to be fucking available? Because at that point, if you're in the sky, You can't see shit no fucking way. You just there to breathe the same air. I think that they should have opened the seats all the way to the top. $15,000. The hard cam side is sold out, but I don't think these were on sale because these were on location gets those tickets. This is behind not the announcement table. That's $10,000. You go back to where Laf was sitting at. 2,000. And that's a 2-day ticket. That's not even in the center. That's off to the side. Resale tickets. What is this resale? What is this price? 30. Like I said, I'll go to Vegas and do the festivities. I'll do WWE World for the whole weekend. I'll do GCW shows. Stardom if they have shows that weekend as well. I'm just not willing to sit in this arena full of this many people. And I'm pretty sure the top on that motherfucker is going to be closed because AC and Vegas. So it's probably gonna stink in there. I think 40 was the last affordable night. And listening to the prices that some people paid for like 39 compared to what they paid for 40 was crazy.
Someone needs to tell NXT to open up more seats for the ECW show.
No comment. Did you call the box office?
No, I didn't call the box office.
Why didn't you call the box office?
Is that going to help my situation?
I'm gonna see if they have any tickets available at the box office. It's worth a shot to call them.
Let's see what's up. Because that shit, no.
I'm gonna give a TNA update. I had the tab open. I don't know what happened to the window. Oh. Switch windows within Discord. Change windows. Bound for Glory. I missed majority of Bound for Glory. But I can tell you what I did see. Keep scrolling. Mary Deadass turned on Wendy. That's crazy. I think I've really only seen the main event.
Hardy.
Yeah, I've only seen the main event of Bound for Glory.
Greatest tag of all time, man. Come on.
It was crazy. The Hardy Boys are TNA Tag Team Champions. Prayers to Chris Bay. He got injured. I believe the next day, during a taping, and had to get immediate neck surgery. There's an update on the website. Says he's recovering in the hospital following surgery for a neck injury suffered Sunday night. He had to get an MRI procedure on Monday. He was resting in his hospital room Monday night, joking, talking about Bound for Glory, and in good spirits. Chris will be in Detroit for a few days, and family members have joined him along with TNA wrestling management and wrestlers who are staying in Detroit. Chris is under professional care and supervision, and the local medical staff has been in contact with his personal doctors. That's cool. What? There's another like medical update here.
Vikingo got hurt too.
What did he say?
I don't know.
I saw his name.
Hopefully both of them get better soon. That shit happened like fast. Like
Okay.
all the news just came out like all at once and it threw me off. But
he faced Mike Bailey. So did this happen?
I think they happened in the same show.
He returned to a Detroit hotel Sunday night after being treated in the hospital for a right knee injury. He's on crutches and wearing a leg brace. He flew home to Mexico on Monday, where he will be examined and treated by his specialist. TNA Wrestling thanks everyone for their continued thoughts and prayers, and we will update you on additional updates as they are known.
Oh, they're doing good, man. That shit's scary.
Well, he
I thought he
actually
just
got
like bumped his head.
he actually got injured in his match.
That shit's fucked up.
Yeah, when the whole Chris Bay thing came out, I absolutely like.
And Montez
Look
Ford,
at Montez! Look at Montez!
he's posting cryptic stuff, and I don't know what his problem is, but I'm getting worried. He's posting. He did that to like 5 different tag teams today. I'm like, what is your deal, bro? What are you doing?
He changed his pinned tweet too, which is a terrible tweet to the shop that doesn't work. Reusable party cups. All right.
Oh, that's real.
So Pretty Deadly, DIY, Motor City. Oh, not all. Their match was these three. No, Pretty Deadly was not in that match, was there? I think they were
I don't know.
all match. No?
I think Pretty Deadly was in it. I think I can't remember. I think now I'm trying to think. What the fuck? I don't know. I just don't want the freaking. I want Montez to break away from them so bad. I see so much potential in the both of them as solo superstars, and I don't think that the company sees that the same way, which worries me. If you see Montez Ford and Dawkins and don't see what they can do on both sides, if you just separate them on Raw and SmackDown, I don't know what you're looking at.
Oh, well, they can't hear what I'm looking at, by the way.
Yeah, I wish. Explain to them
It's
what you're watching.
you said what?
You gotta explain to them what you're watching.
It's a promo between Xavier and Kofi Kingston against the Usos. This promo was 3 years ago on SmackDown. I just wanted to see them wipe their feet. This shit was funny. Is that Asuka? That's definitely Asuka in Monster Hunter. Y'all not slick.
She's in Monster Hunter.
That looks like her.
What is going on?
Bobby Lashley says he tried to get Bianca Belair to join the Pride. Bobby, I need to do like an inquiry. Tongans aren't Samoan. They're Tongan. They're Tongan. So do they fucking come out to on Saturday? Does everybody do their own individual entrance? Does Roman do his own entrance? Does Jimmy do his own entrance? Does Jay do his own entrance?
Man, we ain't got time for all that. You better all come out to freaking Jay's. All going to Jay's theme song and start dancing around. That's what I think. Roman, all of them.
It does say yeet on Friday, so I mean that's
Yeah,
that's the only spoiler I'm gonna give for SmackDown. Roman does say yeet.
That's what they all should do. Everyone should come out to Jay's theme song, jump up and down. It's just us. Who's all this shit?
No, well, it's not just them, so
They gotta do something. What? Hey, remix the theme song or something.
good things for Maya.
I want them to come to NXT. Maya and freaking Kaya. If freaking Kaya Dream and Maya World show up to fucking NXT, shit's gonna get different, and that's what I need to see.
That all of my friends who are about to pursue wrestling do what they can and make it. WWE has a new program. Logan Paul dropped the Liv Morgan episode of Impulsive. I guess you need people to listen to his show again. Um, and that's about it. Did you see this? What's on the screen?
Yes.
Okay. Wrestling wise that you want to talk about? Because we had 2 weeks worth of shit to talk about. Um,
No, I don't know. I mean, Crown Jewel. We're gonna talk about only thing.
the card.
Yeah, I guess because I only feel strongly about like a few of the matches. A lot of them I don't really care for.
Who's main eventing?
Hopefully Cody and Gunther, and then that's what who. I don't care who wins. I want to see one of them hold that belt.
Nobody's picking up. They've been carrying it around in a suitcase. Nobody's picking up the belt, and I think those
No,
belts are
I'm
staying
not
in
saying
Saudi
that.
Arabia. They're
I'm
not
not.
coming back
I
to the
want
U.S.
someone to hold the belt up because if they win, what happens? You
The
know, when they
belt
get the
stays in
picture.
Saudi.
No. I'm talking about say that Cody wins 1, 2, 3, and Cody Rhodes the new Crown Jewel champion. When they get the picture of Cody holding the belt, or like what picture do they use? What picture? Like how do they get the picture if no one's gonna hold the belt?
It's just a render of Cody, and they like slap the belt across his shoulder.
But what's Cody gonna do in the ring?
Cry.
Stand there?
Cry, baby.
That shit gonna look good. He better not start crying. He better not start crying after winning the Crown Jewel belt.
Statement. Hold on. I want to take a few moments to extend my heartfelt thanks and deepest appreciation for so much and so many over the past few days, from everyone at TNA Wrestling to the incredible medical staff here in Detroit to my family, friends, and fans worldwide. I know you have been praying for my full recovery from an annoying accident this past Sunday. Monday was day one for me on this journey, which I know will be long and challenging. Thanks again for the love and support, and please keep the prayers coming. Back to Crown Jewel.
Who's gonna win, Liv or Nia?
Well, Nia's been getting pinned for like 2 weeks straight, so I would hope Nia wins. But that's like the easy answer. It may be Liv, because again, I'm gonna keep referencing this. Not Liv. Nia's last match on Raw was against Liv, and Liv pinned her. So
I will run the streets if Liv finds a way to beat Nia. If Liv is the first ever Crown Jewel champion, I'm going to go and let a lot of people know how I feel about them very loud.
have you looked at the tag team picture closely?
What tag team picture?
This one, the women's tag
No.
team.
Why should I look at it closely?
They just turned Lash's skin into glitter. They didn't
What?
like put her in like new gear or anything. They just put blue glitter over her skin.
What?
This is why I say bad things about this company and their graphic design team, because whose idea was that? Like, you can literally
Look
look at it and tell that that's her skin. So yeah, the women's tag team is going to be a fatal four-way. It's gonna be very interesting. I hope my girls retain. Excuse me. Call Lash and Jakara up since y'all keep putting them on all the main roster shows. Laf works for the WWE. He predicted that LA Knight's match on at Crown Jewel was going to be a three-way match, a triple threat. He
I don't
absolutely
work.
he absolutely said out loud, "Oh, it's going to be a triple threat," and then like 2 minutes later, it was a triple threat.
I don't work for them.
KO versus Randy. Triple H was very, very reluctant to even make this a match, but yet here we are. Seth and Bronson Reed had absolutely no reason to be fighting on Monday, knowing that they have a match on Saturday. And throwing each other through tables and stomps on top of cars and throwing trash cans. I think that was extremely stupid. Stop highlighting these people's eyes. Bronson Reed does not have hazel eyes. Please stop.
Bronson has to win that match like bad. Like he has to like demolish Rollins. He has to. There's no way around it. That's the one match where I'm like, yeah, you have to be able to execute this correctly. Rollins has to get his ass beat.
Neither of these women are holding the belts in these photos. The belts are photoshopped on them.
I'm gonna have a Liv Morgan appreciation like press conference, assuming that Liv beats Nia if she finds a way to.
Nice Cody render. Somebody get me this render without the belt on it.
Oh, this is what I'll do. If Nia does win, I will be able to accept that if Tiffany cashes in the briefcase. Because Nia's getting pinned in some way at Crown Jewel. If it's not by Liv, it's gonna be by Tiffany. So I'm just standing on that right there. A white woman will be pinning Nia Jax at Crown Jewel. Just don't know which one. But it will be done by Tiff or Liv. I just don't know how.
I just thought about something that I have to tell you off mic that has nothing to do with wrestling.
Oh,
Tiffany has become infatuated with Rhea since they tag teamed on Raw, and fan art hasn't helped either. Rhea is telling y'all to stop and y'all keep going, and Tiffany is feeding into it like she's like in love with Rhea for some weird reason.
understandable.
Wasn't in Philly, right? That match was a pre-recorded match, right?
I think so. Yeah.
So that match happened in St. Louis then. But yeah, I don't have anything else. The Jacob being able to travel to Saudi is going to be very interesting to see. They've gotten him a lot of places, but that's going to be very interesting to see.
Mm-hmm. Oh, Carmelo Hayes might win the U.S. Championship too. Oh man, he probably won't, but hey, just maybe. I do think it makes more sense.
Speed champ going after like the U.S. title. That's greedy, ain't it?
I mean, in a way, I guess
Speed the next round. No, not the next round, but the next part of the bracket starts tomorrow. So
you be locked in on the speed stuff.
no, not really. I just want to see like what's gonna happen because Braun Breaker actually won his match and he's the IC champion now. So like what the fuck does he lose when he goes to like the next, or do they run out of time and they get disqualified? Like what happens to Braun? Also, he was cut from Raw last night. He was advertised. There was like a picture of him and Jay advertised for Raw, and then he didn't come out. And I made a video about that on TikTok, and people were like, well, maybe it was a dark match. They don't advertise dark matches on WWE social media. The venue advertises the fucking dark matches, you dickwads. It was posted by WWE.
Yeah. Yeah.
He was supposed to give his victory speech last night, and he didn't. Which is why when Jimmy came out, I was just like, huh? Because I thought that it was going to be Braun and Jay talking because that's what was told to me by social media.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was like, I only want to talk to one Oos, and then Jimmy's music popped. And I was like, what the fuck?
I thought Braun was
I was so confused. I screamed and I was just like, oh wait, no, that's for real Jimmy. Like, what the fuck? And bro still walked out like he was heel. Calm your shoulders, please. You're not a heel anymore. Relax.
That shit's crazy.
Walk down and touch the people. I don't have anything else. Vince McMahon, I hope you rot in hell and that your company never leaves the ground.
Go Carmelo Hayes.
This is what happens when we miss 2 weeks of recording. This episode at this very moment is 2 hours and 20 minutes.
Oh my.
Yeah. So
yeah.
We've been yapping for real.
That's real.
All right. I don't mind.
That's really real.
So this has been another episode of the Wrasslin Room. The socials. Do you have anything to advertise? Oh wait, yeah, your Kick stream. He's doing a 24-hour on Halloween. So
oh yeah, come on down.
Not famous. Kick and Twitch. I think you should like set up so that you can like do the 24 on both. I will be posting my Halloween photos on Halloween, even though like I'm trying so hard not to post them now. But I finished my last set last night. Well, this morning. I still have some editing to do, but
boy, they are set. They're amazing.
So yeah, that's it for us this week. You can find this podcast everywhere that podcasts are heard. I often forget that the show gets uploaded to my YouTube channel as well. I don't personally upload it. It's just that's how like Spotify has everything set up. So everything just goes it just goes straight there. So if you guys are listening on YouTube, hit that subscribe button. I know it lit up when I said subscribe, so I'm gonna say it again. Subscribe.
That's so cool. That's a nice little feature they got.
But that's it for us. I extended the show another 2 minutes. So is there anything else that you have to say?
That's it. That's all I got.
I'll cuss out Rikishi next week when we record because we're not giving you guys 2 episodes in 1 week. I'm sorry. You just got 2 hours. I'm not recording on Friday. So see you guys next week. Yeah, I'll cuss him out next week depending on how this Crown Jewel match goes. And when Sami Zayn get his life together, then I'll come back and talk about that too.
Yeah, Sam, you wildin', bro. You better explain something to me real quick.
That being said, we're gonna get the fuck out of here. I have to vocalize some things to my co-host here, and
I'm getting fired, y'all.
it's
been real.
We'll see you next week.
Bye.